Oh, buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Eric.
Oh, T-Dog. You sound a little different today.
hmm I'm a little under the weather, and I'm not saying that because it's -7 degrees outside. I have some bad news for you, Eric. I'm down bad.
This guy's in the gutter.
Yeah.
Did LP get mad after our late night Seattle activation or something else?
No, LP doesn't control my life, Eric. Unlike you, I have a long leash, you see. Um,
My leash
and
is tight and I'm, right by her side as a
mhm,
member of the pack, not the leader, and
mhm.
I'm an obedient good boy. Arf,
Yes.
arf.
He's got a high-pitched bark and a very submissive demeanor.
I'm a
But
yappy one.
yeah, tail's wagging though. It doesn't matter if as long as your tail's wagging.
At the end of the day, tail's wagging, but sometimes it's in between my legs, and that's because I've just been disciplined.
hmm And I thought if you were disciplined, that would keep that tail wagging, but I guess I don't know you that well. The Everyone's got a dog in them, just some of those dogs are a little submissive. That's what they don't tell you.
Exactly. Not everyone can be the leader of the pack. Sometimes you need a Caesar Milan to come into your life and go, "Tsk."
I have a dog in me, and by that I mean I love when someone is like exercises authority and tells me what to do.
Oh, my brother in Christ, if you're picky at my shit, am I walking you?
Wow. There's definitely like a weird artist patron like relationship here too. The
Hmm.
sandwich artist is unfortunately the dog, and I say that with respect for all my sandwich artists, but
Hmm. Yeah, they say that a sandwich artist is the man's best friend, and
Mhm.
nothing proves that more than the subway artist, you know what I'm saying?
I wish my sandwich artist was my best friend. I could really use the company and also resources. Damn, they got a lot of access to tomatoes over there.
Yeah, they got a lot of inherent value. That's a high value man right there behind the cutting board. And I gotta say, sometimes that's all the companionship I'm looking for, someone
I
to just
know.
wag their tail and roll over.
I don't know, man. Don't sleep on access to unlimited vegetables. Like in this economy,
Dude, yeah, absolutely right. I'm like at Subway, they're trying to skimp on the lettuce. I'm like, fuck no, bro. Let that hand sleep on the gas, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, fall asleep at the wheel here.
Hmm.
Just
Anyways,
bulldoze
what's
that
wrong with you,
along.
Ty? Are you
Oh,
good?
yeah, there's so many things wrong with me, Eric, but the particular affliction this week is I'm in an epic battle with the novel coronavirus. Yes,
Oh.
that's right. It turns out it is real, and I have acquired it. Um, I feel like Pete Davidson when Ye was like going after his neck, and
Mm.
like I don't feel like I'm deserving of this. I'm not really sure. Like I knew I was involved with people that maybe I shouldn't have been, and that's why he's after me.
Ah,
But
damn. And so there's no way that this could have stemmed from our activation, right? Because if so, then that means I would need to be an obedient good boy and stay at home.
right, well, you're an outdoor dog, Eric. No one can keep you tied up, and you don't have to. I don't think this is a byproduct of our Seattle activation last episode. This is a byproduct of living my life every day outside. I I kind of have like a 100 attitude every day. I'm always out linking and building. Um,
Hmm.
and I flew too close to the sun, and
Damn.
yeah, my wings caught fire. My
Damn,
wings got
man. Kid
extra
and
toasty.
Icarus over here.
Yeah,
Yeah, extra toasty.
emphasis on feeling ick.
Hmm. I'm sorry to hear that, Ty. That's really scary. In 2022, catching a virus, I always thought you were an early adopter, but you're more of a laggard in this in this scenario, and I'm kind of like Oh, I'm a little worried for you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really the worst time to catch it. No offense to all the people that died from it, but, because it's it's not gonna kill you now. At least it's not gonna kill me
Mm.
because
It's just
I'm
an inconvenience.
it's so inconvenient, but now because the world is so back to normal, I'm just
Hmm.
FOMOing on so many activations that I was supposed to be at that I'm missing out on because of this.
Hmm.
So, if you got COVID, early pandemic, you didn't miss out on shit, because there was nothing
Hmm.
happening, and now there's
Hmm.
so much to miss out on.
Yeah. I mean, the best time to get COVID was in January 2020 when we didn't know it existed yet. And then you would just like pass it on to all of your coworkers and then everyone
Mhm.
would be sick. And that's what I
Yeah.
did, Ty. And I'm happy to report that we're all okay and got a few days off work.
As someone who considers myself your coworker, thank you for your service. The other
Exactly.
problem, Eric, with getting COVID right now, missing out on more stuff, but nobody cares that you get it. It's because it's such a laggard disease, a laggard virus. Even the fact
Hmm.
that I'm talking about it on this podcast seems kind of uninteresting, right? Nobody cares anymore. Who gives a shit? So it's like maximal FOMO, minimal compassion is like the area that I'm working in with this virus right now.
Wow, yeah. Truly you are the victim in this situation, Ty. I'm actually sorry to hear it. Like it sounds worse to have it now than when people were dying from it.
I think it might be. I think that's the argument I'm building.
Hmm.
I,
Can you hear my voice come through twice? Because I can hear myself right now. It's really tripping me out.
I only hear you once, Eric. There's only one Eric's voice to me.
Is there something weird on my end? Because I'm uh I'm just living here.
I can't tell you, Eric. All I can hear is what's going in my left and right earbud. But I'm sure the breadheads won't mind a little bit of a double trouble or double treble,
Hmm.
if you will.
Double trouble. How does this sound?
Brilliant. It sounds the
The
same.
same? Okay, great.
Yeah.
I can't hear myself anymore. I did some weird shit on my phone. Oh, never mind. I can hear myself again. Damn, bro. Technology sucks.
Dude, it's because you're in this echo chamber prison cell in your new apartment.
That's true. It is called a booth, and I have yet to line the walls with Napa leather. Um, but it's doing pretty good. I have a nice little IKEA lamp. I got my Aesop candle here that I recently picked up. I have yet to light it.
Nice, nice
Um,
caught.
thank you.
What's the
Yeah, there's a
quote on
nice
the
little
inside of the
quote.
candle? Yeah, what's the quote say? Can I? Okay, I'll read it. Can I read it? No age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. And who said that? Epicurus? Sounds like a nerd.
Yeah, dude, sounds like a nerd, and I feel like you need to listen to this advice right here.
I think so. I am on a health journey right now, Eric. I've been
Hmm.
taking vitamins. I tried some orange juice. I was really glugging it back, but I realized that it was far healthier and efficient to drink water with a vitamin C capsule instead. So that's my innovation.
Yeah, man. I mean, Big Orange would want you to believe that eating an orange is the best way to get vitamin C, but they don't want you to know that, bell peppers actually have more vitamin C. And I think
Hmm.
strawberries too, gram
Yeah,
for gram.
I'm tired of Big Orange perpetuating these lies.
Hmm.
Um, Multivitamins, Eric, are the most underrated innovation of the modern time. The fact that you can have everything that your body needs in just one mouthful
Hmm.
once a day is breathtaking, and no one's talking about it. And we're perpetuating, Eric, all of these um, services that are meant to make you healthy and live your best life, but
Hmm.
it, vitamins are still going to do that job better. Look at Subway. It's always like a healthy lunch. Bro, you're better off just
Hmm.
eating vitamins and a glass of water for
Hmm.
lunch.
You're absolutely right. There is a whole like YouTube genre of dudes telling you to like stare at the sun and like eat liver, but they
Hmm.
never say like just take these three vitamins and you'll be like good forever, you know?
Yeah. So why do vitamins have such a bad reputation? Why aren't they celebrated so much, as much as like matcha and like
Well,
moringa smoothies.
well, I'll tell you why, Ty. Because we're in the business of selling you the disease and the
Mm,
cure, a la
mm.
COVID. If you were taking vitamins, you wouldn't get COVID, and and you wouldn't have to pay for other things to help you feel better, like
Sage
more
advice.
vitamins.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? So if as long as we are teaching our youth, Ty, that everyone should be living a healthy life, then we wouldn't have this like healthcare crisis that we're in right now, and we would never have
Mm,
to flatten this curve. All you'd have to worry about is flattening your stomach.
mm-hmm. Well, the flattening the stomach problem would be kind of like resolved naturally because no one got fat from flat water. Dude, the other problem with COVID is like I have no hankering in my palate for
Mhm.
sparkling water. No craving whatsoever. I'm on day 3 of no sparkling and it's a little
Oh,
weird.
so wait, you didn't lose like your sense of taste? I mean, you're dressed pretty well right now.
Thank you. Yes, the all black uniform looks both morbid and fashionable. Uh,
So wait,
I
you didn't lose any like sense of smell or taste, right? You're pretty much a normal T-dog just with a fever.
My brother, years of training the muscles that are my palate have made me invincible to that
Oh.
as a symptom.
Hmm. So some people hit the gym and work glutes,
Mhm.
but you are hitting the kitchen and you're working on your palate.
Yeah, buddy. I see every color. I hear every note. I taste
Hmm.
everything in the full that the world can offer.
Yo, breadheads, this motherfucker came over one time and was like, yo, sip this, but make sure you close your eyes and plug your nose. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is this some Noma shit? Some three Michelin star shit?
That's really funny. I
Yeah.
don't really remember what you're talking about.
Dude, you came over and I think we were drinking an espresso martini that I had prepared for you graciously. And
Thank
I
you.
think you said after we had a couple sips, you were like, okay, now take a sip with your eyes closed and your nose
Oh,
plugged.
yeah.
And I was like, and then you did one of these like weird hand gestures to like, I don't know, look smart. And I was like, okay. And then
Mhm.
I gargled some espresso martini and then puked it up shortly after.
Oh, right. This is like the tip I learned from the king of coffee,
Oh, yeah.
a man I met in Mexico who taught me how to taste. You do, in fact, gargle your beverage in it's kind of like, looks like a mating call in some way, but it reveals the different flavor profiles or nuances of stuff. It's fascinating. So, like, I still got it, buddy. I go to tasting Olympics right now.
That's amazing. Do you think you're smart enough to be able to like see a food and then taste it without like having any sense of taste? Like just you know so well what a tofu spaghetti bolognese tastes like that you're able to just take a big swig of it and eat from memory. You can enjoy it.
I feel like
Kind of like a kind of like a spank bank, you know?
I like, but a mental spanking.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. You know, um, I feel like there's an equally good pun there that I'm quickly racking my brain to come up with. It's
Don't worry, we
I
can
don't
cut
know.
this part out if you want to
Yeah,
think a little bit.
no, no. I wanna answer your question. Obviously yes, and I feel like everybody does. I'm sure you have not just a mature enough palate, but a mature enough memory to
Hmm.
recollect what like your chicken parm tasted like.
Hmm. Exactly. One of my favorite things to do while cooking is to take a little sip of the sauce with a wooden spoon and be like, "Yep, it's done." Like
Mhm.
that's the best thing you can. That's the best way to look fugazi, but
Right,
also look good to any date you're trying to impress.
right. Is the you're performing the quality assurance on the meal, which
Hmm.
implies you know what you're doing.
Not only is it quality assurance, but borderline breaking hygiene rules. Like every good chef, like doesn't care about hygiene.
That's
They're taking a swig straight from the cup. You know what I
mhm,
mean?
mhm.
They're dipping their hand in there. They're touching
Yeah,
stuff. No gloves.
dude,
Subway would never.
they're not afraid to like muff dive their face like right into your sautéed onions. So and just make sure they're
Exactly.
sweating right. But it would be
Hmm.
so funny if the sandwich artist at the end of the foot-long preparation
Just
picked
took a
it up,
bite.
took one little nibble off the tip, and said, "Yes, it's ready,
Hmm.
just right."
Yeah, or if they like put the sauce on their wrist just to make sure it was the right temperature. It's like you don't want to burn your little tongue there, buddy.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow. I
It's kind of
mean,
the sandwich artist equivalent of commission, you know? Yes, you bought 100% of the footlong, but you only actually get 95%. We take 5% quite literally off the top to feed your artist. No, no more
hey, feed
starving
your
artists.
artists.
Yeah.
Exactly. Feed your artists, guys. Come on. It's 2022. Tip your artist.
Mhm. Yeah, we don't want them eating out of a bowl like a dog. We want them to enjoy the same human
Hmm.
food you get to eat.
Every once in a while, I like to feed my artists some human food.
Mhm.
They really seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I am enjoying human food right now despite my affliction. Do you have
Mhm.
any advice though, Eric, on how I can get better faster?
Yes. And the advice I have for you is in my left hand right now, Ty. It is an alcoholic beverage. I'm drinking I didn't choose this, but it's a nude pink lemonade. And I honestly think you would benefit from enjoying some hard liquor right now because at the beginning of the pandemic, they were stressing the fact that your hand sanitizer needs to be at least 70% proof. um,
Right.
Now, I
Alcohol
mean,
kills germs.
alcohol disinfects and it does wonders for the body, obviously. So, have you thought about taking some black label to the face?
You want me to put Johnny Walker in my body, like in my lungs? This is a respiratory illness, you know.
Yeah, some black label for that black lung you got over there.
Damn. Um, you know what, Eric? So like, okay, so you're telling me that this is your like very Rogan-esque take on solving the pandemic, is that if everyone just had
Hmm.
nude hot pink lemonades,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
this entire debacle would be over?
Not the lemonade, but maybe a Jameson, like Jameson on the rocks would probably, at the very least, put some hair in your chest.
Yeah, it's made a few young men's balls drop. So,
Exactly. But you know what? That used to be my theory when I would go to the club. Is like I never used to ever get sick at the club because I would constantly be drinking hard liquor. And like my friends who would come with me who were like driving that night or like didn't drink would always get sick. And I'm like, dude, just take a sip of Jameson. It'll disinfect everything. Like you'll never get sick from that.
right, right. You like kissing a stranger, and you're like, you're not gonna put like your Ace supplements or your hand wash like behind the teeth,
Yeah,
but you can
exactly.
swish around the Jameson. That's
Exactly. It
smart,
tastes
Eric.
good and saves you.
Maybe I'll
It's
break
it's
open the
the
818 after this. That's a good idea.
exactly. It's the oral condom. Exactly.
Damn.
So you got a case of A18 on deck or what? Yeah, you haven't cracked that yet? Dude, that's for emergencies, and this is an emergency right now.
This is an emergency. There's probably more vitamin C in tequila than like Big Orange will ever admit. The thing is,
Exactly.
tequila has so many other things going on for it, they'll never even bring it up.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol has been a long-standing remedy of sorts, Ty. You
Hmm.
know, when it's extremely cold out there, when you're feeling under the weather, these things are by design. You know, what I mean, what is it now? It's like -8 out, -9 outside, Ty. We gotta stay warm, do our best.
It's so cold outside. This is the coldest and most snow I've seen in Vancouver ever since I moved here a decade ago. And I gotta tell you, Eric, I feel bad for anybody that took their foot-long sandwich toasted to go.
Dude, yeah, that steamy bag is gonna be hard as a rock by the time you get home.
And yeah, it's
Wild.
like it's like an inverse pizza pocket. Your sandwich will be cold on the outside, hot on the inside, much like your flesh bag that is you, the patron.
Holy shit.
Man, damn, fellas, is it gay to bond with your sandwich?
Fellas, is it gay to tell your co-host about flesh bags? Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So who gets more respect in this world, Ty? Flesh bags or lot lizards?
Oh wow, I don't know, Eric. Um, I feel like there's kind of like a subset of society which are like the Shrek characters of our world. They like live in a swamp, and there's only myths about them, and they're
Hmm.
probably nice, but there's a really bad pic picture painted of them, and they both fall in that category. You can't
Yeah,
rank
the
them.
unhoused.
Yeah,
The entire Shrek franchise is just the the fluff piece on the unhoused.
yeah, the eye roll. Yeah, it really is actually. That's
It's like,
literally
yeah,
the
this ugly
plot.
motherfucker is gonna bag this baddie working at the truck stop.
Dude, fucking all those mythical creatures getting evicted from their swamp. Like,
And then the donkey's actually just a straight pit bull.
yeah,
Oh,
damn,
fuck.
I want to see IRL Shrek. Fuck Avatar too. Like, I wanna go that.
Bro, all you gotta do is walk over to Chinatown, Vancouver, and that's IRL Shrek, like constant. It's IRL Shrek Halloween edition, like all year long.
Wow. I don't doubt that. I did
Yeah.
watch. There was a Broadway show that was running the circuits pre-COVID. It was an IRL Shrek, like thing, and it was a musical. And I think I have some friends that saw it live, and they said it was fascinating. I actually watched it on, I think it was on Netflix for like maybe a week. Surprisingly entertaining, Eric. Surprisingly well done. They basically recreated the film line for line on stage, and
Okay, bro.
you have to admire the commitment that it takes to create an art form like that.
I mean, yeah, dude, creating something like that would only work if you were like on the autism scale and you probably you overdosed on like Adderall.
Yeah,
The level of focus required for that is crazy. Um, but did you watch this while under the influence of the coronavirus, or was this a sober endeavor?
I was under the influence of boredom, Eric.
Oh shit, even worse.
Even worse. Yeah.
Um,
If you have your cloud up enough, you'll never have to watch this because you'll be too busy with linking and building
mhm,
activations.
mhm. Yeah, dude, you're so right about that. Someone told me one time, it might have been Frank Ocean. It's something that was like, if your phone is not dead by the end of the day, then you're ugly or something.
Wow.
I was like, I heard this like 10 years ago. I'm like, this is stuck with me. You know what I mean? It's so true. It's like if you are an attractive person, like you're constantly having to charge your phone, you know?
Yeah,
Because you're outside.
you're outside and your phone's going off all day, like, and people
Hmm.
are sending you videos.
Exactly. People send you high bit rate content.
Yeah. And
That's
like you
crazy.
actually probably make phone calls. Like, what was the last time you made a phone call, Eric? Not to say that you're like not a handsome guy, but
Well, last night I phoned TELUS to renegotiate my phone bill, and
dude,
I was
phoning the
successful.
phone company doesn't count. Like, if the only reason you have a phone plan is to phone the phone company that sells you the phone plan, it's a pretty funny cycle.
Well, sometimes, Ty, that's what you got to do. You know, you got to, like I said, pay for the disease and then, look for the cure.
Right.
But actually, my last phone call was to you. It was on Snapchat video. That was
Hmm.
yesterday when you bailed on our podcast. Um,
Sorry
Before
about that.
that, it's okay. Before that was Talis, like I said. And then let's see, I got a buzzer call, called my mom, called my sister, um, some random spam calls, and that's about it, Ty. Nothing too exciting, but you're right. Maybe I need to start ringing people on the Instagram, the Instagram video feature, just at
Totally.
random.
Yeah, dude. My last week of phone call history has been like five spam calls, a missed Snapchat video call from you, and then three missed calls from my LP when she was trying to help me find my phone.
Oh, amazing.
That's really the only use of the phone call feature on an iPhone at this point is to like identify the
Hmm.
position of the missing device.
It really is like a flaw in the Apple ecosystem because you're able to locate all of your random devices with your phone, but you can't locate the phone with
Yeah.
those random devices.
I can ping my phone watch, but if I can't find my watch either, which isn't uncommon, then
hmm
I won't know where my phone is, my watch is, or what time it is, and that's a
hmm
lot of uncertainty.
hmm I'm kind of jealous that you guys are just like staying home and hanging out as you and LP. Sounds kind of nice to get a real break from reality.
Yeah, dude, I've saved so much money this week. This is like I don't know. I've been doing the whole like eat out every night kind of ritual for the last month.
I, I like when you phrase it as like a ritual or like a practice, and then
Hmm.
you don't feel bad about it. It's like I want to do this to connect with my community.
Just gaming yourself, but I didn't realize what a burden it was on my checking account.
hmm Yeah, it really is. I mean, I love to spend more money than I need to because I collect points, and that's a dangerous game once you just get into that. You get to use
Hmm.
points for things, then you just spend more and more because you want to use more points.
That's true. Credit is manipulative, isn't it?
It is. Imagine if we like made money by spending money. Is this how rich people get richer?
I
I'm
think
pretty sure you have
so.
to spend money to make money. I've heard Mark Cuban say that, I think.
Yeah, all rich people say you got to spend money to make money, and I just interpret that as spend money, but I'm not really sure how to do the second part. But clearly, at
hmm
a certain wealth bracket, you figure it out, and then that's your job. And that's so
hmm
cool that your job is to spend money, not make money. Like I have to make money to spend money, but at a certain wealth bracket, that flips. That's so
hmm
weird, actually. What?
That's so cool. Wow, I really want to get to that point in life. I don't know if it's like a maturity level or a financial maturity level or if it's just like an age. It's like at the age of 40, you just like flip and you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get rich now. Like every
Yeah.
40-year-old I know is rich.
Yeah, same. And like I don't see the path where I get to be the same richness as every 40-year-old in the greater Vancouver area, but there's
hmm
like a discrepancy there, but I'm just gonna trust that God has a plan for
hmm
all of us.
Yeah, exactly. God's plan. I always
Hmm.
think about that too. I'm like, how does this person own their car? Like,
Yeah,
wait,
totally.
wait a second. You podcast and you have two cars? How the fuck is that possible?
Doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
Well, um, continue to spend money and hope that it turns into money. And if it doesn't work out, then maybe I go broke, and maybe that's God's plan B.
God's plan B. Yeah, you're right, Ty. I think, we gotta just make the best of it while we're here on this planet. And
Hmm.
that's why we spend an hour to 2 hours a week talking to the breadheads.
Yeah, we're this is an investment in all of us, our community of
hmm
herbs and the legacy that is both Subway and this podcast.
And BlendJet. Use the code breadhead12 at blendjet.com. Save yourself some money, guys. Come on. In these dark, dark times, you heard us talking about it. We don't got cars. Ty's got one,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if he owns it. or if RBC owns it.
I do, in fact, own my vehicle, Eric.
That's
Um,
good.
yeah, you're tightening your belt loops. You're maybe cutting some corners financially, but you don't need to stop cutting corners of fruits and vegetables in the kitchen.
hmm
If you get
hmm
a blend jet too, 15% off ish.
hmm I
Use
think
code breadhead12.
like we're over promising
We're
the
wrapping
discount.
up.
We're ramping up the discount promise just to get you into the link, just to get the click through rate up.
Yeah,
And then once you're on the site, we don't care if you convert.
yeah, we're
Um,
rounding up. It's okay.
all I
Everybody.
do know is fuck Anchor. You know what I'm saying? Anchor won't pay us.
Yeah.
Anchor cut our asses off.
Sucks to be blacklisted by the same platform we grew up with, but
hmm
I don't know.
Yeah,
Money tears families apart.
exactly. If you're listening to this, Anchor, it's too late. Um, fuck Anchor. You know what I'm saying? It's free, but you'll also be working for free.
Yeah.
They won't pay you. They just said no. we gotta keep our money because it's a recession. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, they turned you into an audio slave.
exactly. Here we are sitting in our apartments,
Mm.
you know, in our nice booths, talking
Hmm.
about Subway. What a privileged group we are, but we're actually doing it for free. So we're not very privileged at all. We're actually doing worse than the artists.
Yeah, yeah, worse. So with that in mind, buy a blender, support the pod. Um,
hmm
and that's all I got for you today, Eric.
Same here. I had an article I want to talk to you about, but fuck it, I don't even really care anymore.
Sounds like a Friday problem.
Sounds like a Friday problem, which is in 2 days.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Well, see you folks Friday. Talk to you, Ty, on Friday. Hope you recover. What's that little Gunna little baby and Gunna song? It's like Never Recover or something. That's a
Oh,
Drake.
never recover. Yeah, I may never recover, Eric. Going to be like mentally always in sicko mode, physically kind of in sicko mode, but kind of coming out of it.
Well, I hope everything works out for you. Um, Drink up.
Thank you. Swing, swing. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Peace.